Hello and a warm welcome to Federal special program Capital Beat. We are in Chhattisgarh's capital city, Raipur. Chhattisgarh is going to polls. The first phase of polling is on 7th of November and the second phase of polling takes place on 17th November. Now, what are the issues resonating on the ground which will cover 90 assembly seats across the Vidhan Sabha? If you look at here, people are saying that Congress has an advantage over BJP because Bhupesh Baghel's government has delivered on the ground. Be it the farmers, be it the women, be it the youth, Bhupesh Baghel's government has been seen as a performing government, and moreover, Bhupesh Baghel's brand has grown bigger than the Congress's hand symbol. Joining me now are two veteran journalists from Chhattisgarh. We have editor of Daily Chhattisgarh, Sunil Kumar, with us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. We have Ajaz Kaisar, who is a senior journalist and assistant editor with the New Indian Express. Thank you, both of you, for joining on the Federal. And my first question to you, Mr. Sunil, is that how do you think that this particular election of Chhattisgarh is different from what we had seen in 2018?
In 2018, Congress was a much smaller party in Chhattisgarh. Bhupesh Baghel was the state president, there were other leaders, and instead of infighting, which is a traditional pastime game of Congress leaders, it was one single unit it had contested. This time Congress of Chhattisgarh has grown so big. 5 years of governance and 5 years of politicking, and Bhupesh Baghel had been campaigning for this election almost on a daily basis in last 5 years. So his achievements, his politicking, his caste socialist engineering, everything is going to change this election. That is one. Another thing is BJP had been marginalizing its own party leaders in Chhattisgarh like anything after its shameful defeat in last assembly elections. From almost 50 seats to BJP had been reduced to 15, 50 to 15, and BJP central leadership could never take it easily. Right. So Raman Singh government and state BJP leaders, who were all of the same camp, Raman Singh camp, they were in a way to punish them. They were marginalized, they were depressed, they were systematically demoralized as if they don't exist at all. So BJP is a demoralized force. Even after all of those people, they got party tickets for this election, BJP is still a demoralized army. So that is the main difference.
Despite Raman Singh having become active again,
all of his ministers, except two most weak ministers, all other ministers are given ticket. Raman Singh camp has got tickets. They are all candidates. But you see, you cannot make it was kept in hibernation by party for last almost 5 years. They were systematically
but this was a deliberate hibernation which BJP adopted, you are saying?
BJP central leadership adopted.
They didn't take interest?
They took an active interest in keeping these people inactive in Chhattisgarh.
Right.
So these people were kept at bay. These people were marginalized, pushed beyond margin in a way. So now they are given party ticket, okay, go fight and win election. So all of a sudden, you have woken up somebody after so many years and say, rush 400-meter race. So that is the sort of race BJP has joined now. So I do not really know. In 8 days, 20 seats are going to poll. In another 10 days, it would be 70 more seats. How much party would be ready? BJP. How enthusiastic these leaders would be, it is yet to be seen.
Absolutely. So BJP does look like a demoralized force, but there are certain factors on which Bhupesh Baghel's confidence rise. Now, what are those factors? Because there is an anti-incumbency also which is there on the ground against Bhupesh Baghel's 5 years government. So what do you feel that is anti-incumbency a factor, or there are other development factors on which the government has performed and they are the overriding factors on which people feel that probably the Congress will come back to power?
I think it's both. There is an element of anti-incumbency also. That's why a party have denied tickets to 22, sitting MLAs. So that's number one. Number two, Bhupesh Baghel has actually increased his, overall persona. He has become a larger than life image for the Congress party in Chhattisgarh. His presence, actually, if the Congress, there is saying that Bhupesh has the bharosa hai. If the Congress have any hold or any trust among the masses, the credit goes to Bhupesh.
Right.
So there are 2-3 reasons how Bhupesh, like right from the day when he took this position as chief minister, he always has attempted to outdo his arch rival BJP.
If you're saying that Bhupesh Baghel's brand is much bigger now, so is it something what we see in BJP that Modi is bigger than the Lotus? So here are we seeing something that on a similar line where Bhupesh Baghel's brand is bigger than the hand symbol of Congress?
To an extent, yes, we can say so. Okay. And see, this is an election scenario. If you see Bengal, we have got one tagline: we want our own daughter, Mamata Banerjee. So here also that same spirit he has succeeded to float, saying Kaka abhi zinda hai, and also that Bhupesh hai to bharosa hai. So that trust factors he is able to maintain, and because of those trust factors he is also thinking that Congress will retain the power in Chhattisgarh. There are 2 reasons, very important, crucial reasons. One is his practice in the governance, that is Chhattisgarh Pride, which he has inculcated in some of his policies and practices. Even he has not spared games. He has organized Chhattisgarhi Olympics. Okay, he actually is celebrating all local festivals in chief minister's official residence, which you never see in other CM house across India.
And you are saying that this Chhattisgarhi pride element of Bhupesh Baghel, this has in a way kind of neutralized BJP's nationalism?
Absolutely. Okay. So that way he is able to counter their speak out of nationalism. That's a ideological speak out of the BJP on nationalism. So effectively countered it. And when it comes to Hindutva, yes, Bhupesh government also followed this soft Hindutva. But there is a difference between the Hindutva of the BJP and the Hindutva of the Congress as of now, as on date. And actually, Ram Van Gaman Path is a very flagship program of the Bhupesh Baghel government, which actually deals with the 14 year of this exile period that entered the Chhattisgarh state from the top to the bottom and way down to the Bastar. Lord Ram has traveled as per the available record which they claim. That is number one. Then about the cow. Cow has generated enough sentiments, okay, about among the Hindus. So he actually has linked cow with the economical value. But at the backside, he realizes, he understands that this is one thing which he can keep BJP at bay. Okay, he can score on that. So he succeeded on that, though he has linked it with the rural economic boost through these cows, and he has floated a concept of a Gothan, which is a cattle shed premises to keep the cows, and that way also he has helped the local women through, self-help groups of women. They have really earned a lot from that.
So the rural economy has got an upliftment through this cow politics which Bhupesh Baghel is adopting.
This is one, and the other is of course the farmers. The farmers, because he has pumped up so much of money through that procurement amount. Farmers, the amount have gone to the rural area. Right. I have asked on few occasions to CM sir, why you are not focused is not on the urban area. His only remark was response was that, see, once you focus on the rural area, ultimately the money will come into the urban area. So he, from the very beginning, his focus has always been in the rural area.
Right. No, but you're talking about the rural economy. I would like to understand from you that as far as the farmers are concerned, farmers are the core electoral constituents of Bhupesh Baghel, as what is I'm reading all across. Now, what is it exactly which Bhupesh Baghel, how is he addressing the bigger farmers, the farmers with small land holdings? Are they both these category of farmers, are they getting the benefits of the MSP plus the bonus? What is it? I would really like to understand from you that how are the farmers benefiting on the ground, whether it's the small and the marginal farmers or the big landlords?
every farmer is getting benefit as long as land is registered to their name. But there is a lot of contractual farming in Chhattisgarh, where owner would give on lease to somebody, and then that leaseholder who would do the actual farming would not get any benefit, because all benefits are targeted and based on ownership rights. That is one. But you cannot benefit everybody. There has to be some rules. So 24 lakhs farmers are selling paddy to government. Last season there were 24 lakhs. If all these people are benefiting, then 4 votes per family.
Right.
That makes it 1 crore, which makes it 50% of voters.
Of the population, yeah.
They are the direct beneficiary of paddy sale. That is one. All these people, almost everybody is a borrower of farm loan, short-term farm loan. Bhupesh government in 5 years' time has announced it for the second time, that as soon as he would come back to the government, or Congress would come back to the government, they would waive off the farm loan.
Right.
That again is going to benefit the same constituency of voters.
And if I'm not wrong, I think in one of the rallies again, yesterday or day before, they
Yeah.
said that they'll give further loan waivers.
That is for the next term of the government.
Okay.
So in 5 years' term, they have waived it off once.
Right.
In
And then
next
again
5
going further.
years, they have declared it once more.
Right.
Since they had fulfilled their promise as first decision of the cabinet. It was first decision, first hour of the cabinet, first signature was on Karz Maafi, loan waiving off.
Right.
So people have faith in that. It is a tested and a trusted party. They would do it again. It is huge. So half of the voters, if they are benefited twice, they are continuously getting higher MSP than any other state in the country. You see, I was thinking of one headline for my newspaper, but I am telling you that here. MS Swaminathan is responsible for green revolution in this country. And forgive me if I sound like a Congress propagandist. It looks like a golden revolution here. Paddy, if you see color of dhan, paddy, it is golden. It is like a golden revolution.
You are saying has brought in a golden revolution in Chhattisgarh.
It looks like a golden revolution to me. Even Congress has not come up with this slogan. They may borrow it from this program. It looks like a golden revolution to me in favor of farmers. MS Swaminathan had always been working for them. He could deliver a green revolution to the country.
Ask you, if Bhupesh Baghel wins for the second term again, will the credit for that victory go to the vote bank of the farmers, to the women, especially who are part of the rural economy? Are they the main electoral constituents who will bring victory to Baghel?
This is one section I would give credit to.
Right.
There is another section I would give an equal or slightly smaller amount of credit. That is Modi and Shah.
Okay.
Those who had made their party remain docile in this state.
Okay.
Their party was so badly demoralized, it did not even raise the issue of corruption in this government. There was a huge corruption. It was no small. When I am praising Bhupesh for several things, I am not overlooking the corruption aspect of it.
No, but there are allegations against the Bhupesh Baghel government of corruption.
Not just allegations, there are solid cases in court going on.
Public Service Commission
No, that is not the major financial corruption. Major financial corruption cases like liquor scam, coal scam, so many scams of hundreds of crores and thousands of crores are under trial in ED court.
Right.
Evidence is already submitted there by agency. These cases are going on. BJP in no manner could raise these issues properly. BJP could not.
What was the reason why BJP couldn't raise these issues? Was it a lack of leadership?
No, BJP state leaders didn't know if they are allowed to raise it.
Raise these issues.
Or they should wait for a green signal from Modi and Shah to do it. Right. They were looking, every morning they were looking towards Delhi. What is the new guideline? What is the new instruction? So a party,
There was a state of confusion.
A party which was not working as a state unit of a party. It was like India being run as a colony from London.
Right.
So BJP Chhattisgarh was being governed by central leadership as a colony.
No, but that brings me to the question, Ajaz, that is the Modi magic not working in Chhattisgarh? Because people are saying that BJP's only hope in Chhattisgarh is Modi. It is because of Modi that people are talking about, the BJP's presence in Chhattisgarh. But how potential is the Modi factor in Chhattisgarh?
See, actually BJP has actually not succeeded to prove as an effective, as my friend has said, as an effective opposition. They have not to present or show except the contribution or the decisions of the Modi government which has benefited Chhattisgarh. That is one. Second, they talk about what Raman Singh government has accomplished in 15 years of their rule. Okay, but the memory is short. Memory of voters are short. They cannot recall or recollect because the 5-year tenure of the Bhupesh Baghel government has such an immense impact, and the level of aggression that Chhattisgarh politics has never seen before. So that way, that the good work, even if the Raman Singh government has done it, if they so claim, that got eclipsed because of this factor. Okay, then as I told you, urban area has never been the focus area of
Congress.
Of the Congress. The reason may be because of the voters. He actually is a smart player. Bhupesh Baghel is a smart player. He understands which segment of the population or which area of the population actually can go and vote, and they have a substantial say in making a government. So that way he actually understood that
He's tapped the right vote bank.
He struck the right chord. He struck the right chord, and as of now he seems to be succeeding on that. But it remains to be seen because there are so many small, parties also who are in the fray, and there are about 15 to 18 seats out of the 90. It's a small state.
No, but which pocket of Chhattisgarh would you say will bring immense challenge for Congress?
I believe the north and the south. The tribal vote.
Tribal dominated areas.
Yeah, tribal dominated area. There BJP has nothing to lose. All 12 seats are Bastar, and all 40 seats Sarguja. They are with the Congress, so they have nothing to lose. Then there are certain things, certain decisions taken by the Bhupesh Baghel government which actually had not gone to the liking of the tribals. Tribals have become very mature. They understand things now very well. Okay, they have access to mobile. They have access to so many other factors.
So you were saying that the Hindutva plank, the Chhattisgarhi Pride, all that is not working with the Adivasi vote bank?
No, they are least bothered with these things.
Okay. So what are the issues that are that matter to them?
See, in fact, Bhupesh Baghel government tried to impress upon them. See, we are also concerned about you. That's why we have organized, National Tribal Festival. We have cared for your local deities, so we have gone for this Devagudi. The Devagudi is a temple-like structure for the deities of the tribals. Okay, we have not allowed Adani to come in the Dantewada. Okay, all these things are coming up. He is telling about this Nagarna steel plant which have been recently inaugurated by PM Narendra Modi, right? Then he is saying about this some coal mine issue with the Adani in the North Chhattisgarh. So we have blocked that. We are not giving a from our side. It's no. So that way he is trying to create that impression of tribals that we are well-wishers. But tribals, it remains to be seen. See, tribals actually their choices, even the scheduled caste also. People have tried to polarize this segment also on the caste basis, not religious basis. But their choices keep changing either every election or after every 2 elections. It keeps changing. So they actually
the tribal belt you are saying will bring some sort of challenge where you see the Congress, the number of seats declining for Congress.
Yes, it's been declining for this is my observation, and I believe so. I mean, Congress will definitely lose some seats both north and south.
Okay, so Congress might lose some seats is what Ajaz is saying in the tribal dominated areas, but also in areas like Bastar, Jagdalpur and all these areas which were infested with the Naxals. What about the security issue? Because people have been saying, and what I have heard, that now the Naxal Scare has diminished as compared to what it was in 2018 or even before that. What is the main reason why that scare is not there, and what has Bhupesh Baghel government really done to bring the Naxals into mainstream so that they are not indulging in those sort of activities and violence?
You see, fear among tribal is not there about Naxal issue as much as it used to be, because the danger is not as much as it used to be. Now there are lesser number of Naxals. higher number of security forces deployed there. Then the Naxals had a direct confrontation with BJP government over its policies. BJP government had a policy of aim and shoot. They never believed in any sort of negotiation. Not that Bhupesh Baghel could start some negotiation, peace process with Naxals. He could not do that. But at the same time, BJP and Congress, they enjoy different perception among tribals as well as among Naxals, that they are not that headstrong, that they don't believe in a rule of barrel that much as BJP had been doing. Operation Green Hunt and other Salwa Judum. So many notorious things had taken place in Naxal affected areas. Very violent government operations where Congress of Bastar was partner in that. So it was a very difficult thing to understand. The biggest leader of Congress party, Mahendra Karma, who was killed by Naxals in a huge ambush, a big attack on Congress leaders. He was in partnership with the Raman Singh government on Salwa Judum. So the biggest operation of tribals against Naxals, it was an armed struggle. This vigilant group was led by Mahendra Karma and supported and financed by security forces, and Raman Singh officially supported. They were given weapons by the government, and the group was led by Mahendra Karma.
No, but there was a surrender policy also which the government claimed of. Now, what was that policy? Was it the central government's policy, or was it the Bhupesh Baghel government which encouraged this kind of a surrender?
No, it is a state government policy which continues from Raman Singh government to Bhupesh Baghel. And Raman Singh government had also witnessed a huge number of surrenders. When I got to know that...
But the actual mainstreaming of the Naxals has happened during the Bhupesh Baghel's tenure.
Not mainstream. Nobody has come to mainstream. They are as much Naxal, as much undemocratic, as dangerous to democracy as they had ever been. But their danger is low because there is a higher number of security forces there now. It had been increasing over the years all the time. There is nothing new in that. That is one. Another is Bhupesh Baghel is not confronting Naxals as much as Raman Singh government had been doing. So there is no needless flashpoints.
No, but I still remember those kind of scenes where, you know, the landmines were laid out, people were beheaded, those kind of pictures, journalists going and, you know, they're being kidnapped. What has happened to those kind of gory pictures which we used to see?
See, that fear factor actually has gone. And the Maoists, they are on the back foot because of the obvious reason, because of the improved security situations. Last 4 years...
That is just because of the higher deployment of the security forces.
63 new security camps have been established on the critical axis that have been identified. Okay. And where in that even central government has a say to take a decision what are those critical axes. So on that basis they are able to confront Maoist onslaught. We cannot say that they have been able to finish off their movement. No, they are still there. And let me tell you, from 2018 onwards till March 31st, I have got this data because I filed a story. From 2018 onwards till March 31st, there are more civilian casualties than security forces. It was 358 or 60 civilians killed, 171 security forces, and somewhere around 250, 280 Maoists were killed in last 18 to... So, Maoist is actually a reality. Had it not been reality, the election commission would not have gone for two-phase polling here. And out of the 20 seats, let me tell you, at least around 15, if I am correct, sir, have the presence of left-wing extremism. So, that perception is real. But the good thing is, for the first time, what they have done, election commission, they have created new 143 polling booths to ensure that villagers don't have to walk for 10 to 20 kilometers because, you know, they fear if they go, the Maoists may attack. So it's somewhere, you know, somewhere near a security camp, somewhere near the vicinity of the villages where the vacuum has been filled up. So 143 new polling booths only in Bastar. So that's a good sign.
So all in all, like we've spoken about the main issues, how Congress stands at an advantage. BJP, you've already said there's a demoralized force. Congress also has had the skill to counter the BJP's narrative of Hindutva, of regional nationalism with sub-nationalism and sub-regionalism. If I may ask you, what is the kind of, or maybe the number of seats, what is the number of seats you are expecting for Congress this time?
I would not make my first guess till the withdrawal on 70 seats takes place.
Okay.
Because there are five smaller parties. One is Aam Aadmi Party, another is Basapa, BSP of Mayawati, another is a Gondwana Ganatantra Party, which is a Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh based tribal party. There is a new tribal party, Hamar Raj Party. It is floated by Arvind Netam, who...
So you are saying that if all the candidates from these parties, supposing if for some reason they don't withdraw, so they might play as a spoiler for Congress?
If they don't withdraw, and if these five candidates are there on say 70 out of 90 seats, I would say the decision of the this election, the decision will not be taken by Congress or BJP. It would be taken by rest of the parties.
Right.
Rest of the candidates.
So they can become as kingmakers also.
Not kingmakers. They may not be in a position to select somebody to rule.
Right.
But at the same time, they may spoil game on so many seats.
Right.
And in all probability, all these five segments, all these five parties, they are going to damage Congress to a greater extent.
Right.
Because they had either their roots in Congress party, they have started from Congress like Yogi Netam, or they have traditional Congress voters like Gondwana Ganatantra Party, Basapa, the traditional Dalit and tribal votes. So Congress is going to be the main loser, whatever these people would get.
That's an important point which you have made, that if Congress is going to become the loser and if there is a decline in the number of seats which Congress is aspiring for, what happens if they do not get comfortable numbers? Are we going to see a repeat of what happened in Madhya Pradesh in 2018 where there was an Operation Lotus and Kamal Nath lost his government?
That's a big concern for some of the leaders here in the Chhattisgarh Congress. They feel
they are quite quiet about it.
So they are quiet about it. They are not coming openly on it. They actually are sharing in private कि संख्या आ जाएगी तो क्या सरकार बन जाएगी. All these things discussion used to be held. That means even if you get a figure of simple majority, that means their emphasis is you should have that much of figures or numbers. Or
46 is the magic figure in Chhattisgarh.
Exactly. So that way, then only you should feel secure about it. That was the concern about them.
Right. But what are the chances, Mr. Sunil, about Congress not getting a comfortable majority, or what the brute majority which they need, like what we saw in Karnataka? Are they in a position to get that kind of a majority?
Congress. Their own from outside other parties.
No, I'm saying Congress on its own. Will it have that comfortable majority?
I feel if Congress would get a majority, it would be comfortable. Otherwise, it won't get any majority. If mood of voters, general mood of general voters, if it would be in favor of Congress, it would get substantial majority.
What is that number which you feel would be?
Had I been Bhupesh Baghel, I would be comfortable in 50 plus. Otherwise, you have seen Madhya Pradesh. कमलनाथ जितना पाओगे तो कमलनाथ जैसा जाओगे. You get a thin majority and you go out. You won't have thick days. So Congress has to have 50 plus to sleep comfortably, confidently, to have a sound sleep. You see, in Modi and Shah rule, simple majority is no guarantee for anything. It doesn't work. Voter would vote for any party and elected person would go to BJP.
Mr. Sunil, another very big issue, of course, which is making resonance on the ground is the caste survey, about which Rahul Gandhi has been repeatedly talking about in his rallies. How big is this OBC issue for Chhattisgarh, given the fact that you have a huge chunk of population which belongs to the OBC? Is that card really working in favor of Congress?
That card is working in favor of Congress, not just in Chhattisgarh. It would work well everywhere. Even within India coalition. Nitish Kumar was one of the biggest leaders within India coalition. till caste census was out, and till Sonia and Rahul both repeatedly saying inside parliament, outside, Priyanka Gandhi repeating that, Congress taking that official position. As soon as our government is anywhere, in the state, at center, we would do caste survey. So caste survey is the biggest political issue of the country, no Hindutva.
And which is working in favor of Congress.
Which would work in favor of Congress because BJP had opposed it. BJP has lost the opportunity to catch the train.
Right.
Now it is running, even if it would decide to run behind the train, it cannot catch it.
Right.
So the opportunity is gone. BJP has protested against a caste survey in the most idiotic manner.
So BJP has lost the opportunity as far as OBC politics is concerned. BJP has lost its Hindutva plank. BJP has lost almost everything in Chhattisgarh in terms of a narrative.
I want to say OBC politics because OBC politics is there even beyond the caste census. In Chhattisgarh, BJP has given more number of seats to OBC than Congress party. That is one.
Because of the pressure of the caste survey.
No, it had been traditionally doing that.
Okay.
So OBC caste had been a dominant issue in Chhattisgarh all along. BJP has made Ishwar Sahu, whose son was killed in a communal clash in Chhattisgarh, BJP has made the father its candidate. And he belongs to Sahu community, which is 11% of state population. 11% population which has lost one son in communal tension, violence, is a candidate. So BJP has not lost OBC politics. I am saying on OBC census, BJP has lost because it has opposed it, because it is opposing it. So on census issue, BJP has lost. On OBC issue, BJP may still gain in the form of this candidature, one single candidature.
What is your feeling, Ajaz, as far as this caste survey issue is concerned? Of course, it's working nationally for India Alliance, but how much of a factor will it be in Chhattisgarh? Is it really emerging as an X factor for the elections?
See, Chhattisgarh had a first election in 2003. Since 2003 till 2018, before 2018 results came, the OBC population were uniformly divided between Congress and BJP. Uniformly divided, with little bit of tilt towards the Saffron party. This is the reality. Now, with this political pitch being played by the Congress, definitely Congress will gain. Though both the parties, I mean, they know it very well that in Chhattisgarh, around 50% of the population belongs to OBC. Our Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel is OBC, Leader of Opposition is OBC, Speaker is OBC. So OBC factor in the political domain remains. Out of the 11 Lok Sabha MP, there are 5 OBCs. Out of the 22 sitting MLAs of the outgoing assembly, okay, out of 90, there are 22 there are OBCs. 18 are from Congress. It's because of the Congress they have swept the poll, so they have more OBCs.
Right. So, one final question. So BJP basically is left empty-handed. BJP is left high and dry. Their cow has been snatched away. Their Hindutva has been chipped away by Congress.
They don't have a cow to hold its tail and cross Vaitarni, Chunavi Vaitarni. BJP has lost that to Bhupesh Baghel. Bhupesh Baghel is the biggest campaigner of Hindutva in Chhattisgarh. Not the sort of communal Hindutva which BJP is elsewhere.
Which rides on hatred.
Yes. So BJP, Bhupesh Baghel is not yet opposing other religions. He is campaigning among Hindus, for Hindus. And his stakes are very high on Hindus. He has become a team of Hindutva in Chhattisgarh. And BJP, as its name, it is a B team of Hindutva.
No, but there is a certain politics of exclusion which Congress is also adopting. Say, for example, the population of Christians. Now, there is a party which has been formed which is talking about the welfare of Christians. And apparently, if I'm not wrong, Bhupesh Baghel hasn't paid too much of attention, to these Christians and the Muslims. Is it true?
Yes, they don't have a single member in State Minority Commission. There is no Christian in the State Minority Commission here. And besides that, they have been facing violence in the tribal dominated area because of this alleged religious conversion issues. Tribals fighting against tribal. They have been raising this voice earlier also in the Raman Singh regime and now in the Bhupesh Baghel government also, they feel that their voices are not being heard, so they have.
Even the Baghel government is not concerned about them.
I think since their percentage is so minuscule, it hardly matters that they will be able to create any impact in the political demography of Chhattisgarh state, particularly in election year. Only in some seats they may create a dent or they can register their presence. They are contesting not to win or to lose. They are just contesting to
make their voices heard
and to make their presence felt. They claim they have 13 lakh voters. They are claiming that figure.
But on how many seats can they really dent then? Any idea about that?
About Christian party you are talking about?
Yes.
See, in Bastar, I have spoken to the person who is actually formed this party. In Bastar, they are contesting 9 seats. Today, he is in Ambikapur South, North Chhattisgarh. From there, they are contesting 5 seats. So that makes up 14, 15 as of now. In the central plain area,
so it can damage Congress.
That could be one of the small reason of snatching away some of the Congress and traditional votes of the Congress, because they have been the supporter of the Congress or the BJP.
But at the same time, BJP may expect some gain because Muslim and Christians are opposing Congress at places.
Yes.
Okay.
So BJP,
That's interesting.
Creating dent. Yes.
So BJP may expect a reaction of that.
Right. So here, surprisingly, unlike in other parts of the country, BJP hopes to gain from the Christian and the Muslim population.
You see, the attitude of Congress and BJP towards Muslim and Christians in Chhattisgarh is very clear. BJP feels whatever we do for these two communities, they are not going to vote for us. Congress feels even if we don't do anything for them, where else would they go?
Except for Congress.
Right.
Except for Congress.
Right. Simple majority, of course, is not going to work, and that's my last question to you. That is this BJP solace also, some kind of a comfort which BJP is getting? कि ठीक है, numbers नहीं आएंगे, so somehow we'll try and disrupt those numbers. We'll break the government. We'll do Operation Lotus. Is this BJP's comfort as well at the moment?
They have not opened our card on that front. Actually, they are also maintaining silence on that. They are not talking about it at all.
So are they banking on some other new turning point?
They have devised, formatted some of their own magic formula, which actually they have not revealed so far. So maybe they feel, see, as my senior friend has said, that it depends on how much spoiler game these smaller parties play. Right. And out of this 90, in 15 to 18 seats, the difference of the victory margin was less than 5,000. So if these smaller parties, they come up and they eat into the Congress vote bank, the Congress is the sufferer. So if it becomes neck to neck, and you get 3 or 4 only beyond that simple majority, then things become challenging. And let me tell you, even in the Congress senior AIC member who frequently visits Chhattisgarh, he actually has said the contest this time is evenly poised in Chhattisgarh. He is not saying we have got a big edge. Right. It's evenly poised, it's finely poised.
Right. So, which means that things are not as easy for Congress as it's made out to be. Congress will not. It's not in a condition where they can say that they are sweeping elections in Chhattisgarh.
Let me give you one small piece of my mind which would make things clearer to your audience. Right. All BJP leaders and RSS leaders, top leaders from national body who are in charge of this state and state leaders, whomever I have talked to so far, not a single person has said that we are winning. That is one, not a single person. Okay. The best they have for themselves is we are coming somewhere closer to the race. Not a single person, I am saying this on record, not a single person has ever said they are not even dreaming of victory. They are dreaming of coming closer in this election.
Is it a false perception which Congress is trying to create, that they are winning elections, whereas the reality is somewhere down the line favouring BJP? Are we saying that?
No. Congress is not creating false perception. Congress is claiming that it is winning. I am yet to meet one single BJP leader who would say that we are winning.
Okay, right.
You got my point. If I have caused some confusion, let me clear it.
Yeah. I think I didn't get you.
No BJP, no RSS leader from the
BJP is not confident actually.
BJP is not saying that they are winning, that is one. They are not even saying we are in fight. They are saying we are gradually coming to the race.
Right.
That is all.
Right.
So even they are not confident, they are not dreaming of winning.
Right.
They may have a wish. Everybody would have a wishful thinking.
Right.
But they have no idea, they have no hope of forming a government in Chhattisgarh.
Okay, you were saying you will not guess any numbers till the time the candidate's final withdrawal list doesn't come up.
I need to be a parrot of a Jyotishi to do that.
Okay, but Ejaz, what is your hunch? How many seats might Congress get and BJP might end up with what figure?
I feel Congress definitely have an edge. That's my perception in the present scenario.
But will not sweep.
It will not sweep. That's also my strong belief.
Right.
It will not sweep. Right. The reason being the BJP failed to be an effective opposition from the beginning. It's only during the this year only they have geared up and they have galvanized their entire cadres, leadership, everything, and it
has been a late entry by BJP.
Late entry, that's the right word.
Right. So yes, sir.
In 2003, when Jogi was chief minister, Congress was contesting election. Everybody was thinking that Jogi is coming back. Right. That includes me. Everybody. He had such a golden bubble, glossy bubble. In 2004, you should also remember, Atal Bihari had India shining. Yeah. Everybody was thinking that Atal Bihari would come back, NDA would come back. Within 6 months, the two perceptions,
they got demolished.
They burst like bubbles.
Well, so as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned, of course, it's a very interesting battle between the two parties, Congress and BJP. But if you draw some kind of a parallel between what has happened in Rajasthan, at the last moment you have an ED, sweeping over the state, and people saying that it could be a turning point. So maybe here in Chhattisgarh, we would see some kind of a new turning point, which could be to the comfort of BJP. And of course, the biggest fear, remember, with Congress is what happens if they don't get a comfortable majority. Will Chhattisgarh also see a repeat of what happened in Madhya Pradesh in 2018? Stay tuned to The Federal, and one appeal to the viewers who are watching this program: subscribe to our channel, send us your feedback, and stay tuned with us. Thank you.
Subscribe to The Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.